Hello, everybody. Today we are talking about the new masculinity. Let's go, let's go, let's go, go, go. Hello, DOD. Let me send you the link. We got Vanessa's junk closet. Today we're talking about the new masculinity. If you guys are familiar with that, I've been waiting for my man DOD to step his butt up in here. Quisha Show. I don't know if y'all know my man DOD, but I'm ready to put that link up in here. Remember this, we doing real talk. It's real talk right now, honey. Where am I? I'm going to drop that link. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to drop the link. Hello, Donna being real. Hello, my how you doing? Where is my link? Hello. 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 Here is the link. Here is the link. If you want to get in on this conversation, please click on that link. I gotta get some. I got no daggone ice. What am I doing? Hit that link. Hit that link. Hit that link. Today we talking about the new masculinity. Brought to you by Pharrell Williams. Brought to you by Pharrell Williams. Let's check this out. Let's get real, people. Let's get real. Let's get real. Let's get real. Where are you, DOD? We're waiting for my man DOD to come in here. If not, whoever want to come in here and there you go. There you go. There he go. How you doing, my brother?
Young lady, how you doing?
Well, before we get into this beautiful subject, take some time and introduce yourself.
Sure.
And let them know about your channel, what you do, and what type of topics and stuff that you cover.
You're breaking up on my end. Hello? Well, over there, I'll talk about serious topics like we're going to be talking about tonight. Sports channel as well for the football team, the Vikings. So I do some music sometimes. So that's pretty much what my channel is about.
His channel
And
get
Sugar
it
Love, I
on
want
and
to thank
crack
you for having me.
honey.
Late. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you perfectly well. Now,
Right.
let's get to the topic at hand. This new masculinity. I didn't know we had an old masculinity. I didn't know was a such thing that is like, what is it, every couple of years? And remember, I can understand if you are part of the alphabet city people, the letter people, and that is okay with them. But we're talking about straight men and what is it doing to straight men and what is it doing to our children. Can you please give us some of your input on that?
Well, this new masculinity, and I'm gonna try to keep this as nice as I can for your channel. If I was on my channel,
No, you
it'd be a
can't
free
keep it nice. This is the nighttime. No, honey, this is not the time for that. This is the time to be you.
Okay,
That's
well
why
then
I
if that's the
invited
case,
you on here.
yeah, then if that's the case, then this new masculinity phase that I guess these young men are going through is a bunch of crap. It's BS. There is no old masculinity. There is no new masculinity. It's just masculinity, and you're not masculine if you're in high heels and necklaces and you know, feminine colors, you know, real soft colors, and you know, that's not masculine whatsoever. And I don't know anybody in, you know, in my that think. So I don't know. I know it's in the to try to effeminize black men, and a lot of black men are falling for it. And unfortunately, it's this younger generation
Derek,
that
baby.
is sorry.
We can't hear you now, bro. We cannot hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you now, bro. I can hear you
Okay.
now, bro.
So as I was saying, you know, it's this young generation that's falling in this trap of this new masculinity.
It's
I don't know.
insane.
I don't know
I
if it's a
be getting
phase or whatever you want to call it.
at Derek,
But
Derek C. Williams.
this new masculinity is false.
Come on in. Derek C. Williams, click that link and come on in. We want to hear from the men. Because we want to hear from the men. Come on in, Derek. Click on that link and get on up in here. Come on up in here, Derek. We would gladly for you and two men to talk about it.
Can you hear me?
I'm going to
drop
fine.
off.
I just want to
I'm
see
gonna
if Derek
drop
want
off
to
and
click
come back up.
No, you good.
Okay. All right.
You good, bro.
Okay. Good. So yeah, no, I don't believe in this new master.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to come back in.
And wearing a dress is not masculine. Wearing high heels is not masculine. Wearing female jewelry is not masculine.
Do you feel that they're mocking the straight brothers because the way this is going, you're not going to be able to tell the difference? Do you think that is what they're working toward?
That's what they're working towards. And even beyond that, see, or you know, feminine male. That's the
We got my man
That's the
Screw up in here
push that we got
also.
going right now.
Screw, can you hear? Screw, come in.
I can hear you.
He put his stuff on mute. But either way, I think that, you know, it's going to be to the point that you're not going to know who is the difference. Is that the goal? Because can you imagine being a man and if you're listening to these young thugs and you're listening to, not listening to them, but following behind or thinking it's acceptable from Jaden Smith to Young Thug to now Pharrell. It's like they keep upping the person, they keep upping the game. And now once you think that's appropriate, because that's the new masculinity, men is going to be hitting on you like crazy because they're not going to know the difference. So to me, that's like a war in the making. Because if how do you differentiate who's male and who's male? You know what I'm saying? Who's a straight male and who's the male? I mean, it's some besides emasculating the male. Even if you felt like, okay, I'm a man, but now you, it's like when you started wearing your pants hanging down. It's like, how do you, and you know what the pants was for, so people can say, hey, you for me tonight. I like what I see. And then you started having a lot of regular men now, how you see them walking around with their pants hanging down. But now with all these dresses and stuff, how does that compromise if you are straight? You don't feel like you're compromising being straight? You know, can you give me some feedback on that? Screw, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Huh?
Yes, I'm here. Hey,
All right.
Sugar.
So
How you
how you
doing?
doing? We're
Doing
talking
great,
about
doing great. Yeah,
we're talking
listening to the conversation here.
yeah, we're talking about the new masculinity. And what is your point of view on that?
Well, I think Peace from the DOD actually nailed it, really. He covered it all.
But my thing is about if they do start wearing these things. DOD, hold on, DOD, Vince.
Hey, peace, bro, man. It's good to talk to you. I see you in the chat all the time. I never
Hey,
had a chance to speak to you. Peace, bro.
Deacon of Defense, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while, my
I'm doing
friend.
good, brother.
Happy to see you.
Hello, Mama Ray. Okay, from how I just explained it, DOD, can you please give me your take on that?
Well, like I was saying, I know what you're saying, that they're trying to make everybody seem or look the same. But there's going to be real men out here that are not going to be dressed up like women, period. And those are the men that you're going to know are the real men. You cannot dress up as a woman that you're a man, that you're masculine. It just doesn't work. And so,
Yeah.
so in my opinion, if you're dressed up as a female, then that's why I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you as a female.
I mean, that's how I would see it. But now did anybody here even read the article? The bull crap. I refuse to read the article, but anybody read like what was his? I mean, they're trying to have more of like a binding of the two sexes. I mean, but like I said, if you're a straight man, and you have a lot of these young kids that's out there who are straight, but they're figuring, okay, this is the style, but they're not truly understanding, what type of compromising position that they're putting themselves into. because now we're not going to know who you are. And remember, we are the older generation. We got some of this is not for the mid-age and the older generation. These are attacks on our kids and our youth.
Yep, I see where you're going there, Sugar Love. Yes, it's gonna be very confusing for the younger generation.
So as men, I mean, come on. I mean, do you feel they're using these artists? You think that they are really that? What do you call them? What do you call that? Puppet? You think they're really puppets like that? That they're just sitting here to destroy us as a people? Come on now, let's get real up in here.
Well, Sugar Love, actually, I read the article. I
Mm-hmm.
have the article. I have the article up as we're speaking right now, and there was a
Read,
interesting
read it,
part in here
read it.
where he is saying that, and I'm speaking of Pharaoh,
Mm-hmm.
the guy that dressed up in a looks like a looks like a comforter dress on the cover of GQ,
A yellow
and he is
banana
saying
boat.
that women, millennials, and Gen Xers are the ones that have the power right now.
That's
So yeah, the
okay.
media, the
Keep
media, of
going.
course, are using celebrities, young black male celebrities, to push this gay agenda, and that's all that it is. It's no new masculinity; it's just a gay agenda. And these black male artists are pushing it, and they don't understand the repercussions of what's gonna come out of this. In the end, for them, this is nothing but money and the spotlight on them for whatever they're pushing as far as this new masculinity crap. But like I said, this world is just going to hell
It's
in a
the same.
handbasket, and
My
unfortunately,
oh,
they're
I'm gonna check.
bringing us down first. They're trying to bring the black man down, because they know that if they get the black man, they'll
I don't
fall.
see you in here at all. You gotta click on the link again, Derek. I don't see you in the waiting room at all. But my thing
So
is,
if you're
okay,
if and for me, if you're a black man and you have a GQ subscription, you should go ahead and cancel it right now, because this shit is crazy. This shit is absolutely crazy. Cancel your subscription. Cancel your subscription to GQ, brothers, if you got one.
click on the link again. Click on the link again, Derek. Please click on the link because you had a lot to say earlier. I'm just trying to see to get him in. I have some more questions for you, Deacon. Why I got you here? I have some more questions. Just let me try to. Ms. Rod, you want to come in? Okay, let me add you. I wanted to get the men first, but I got you. All right, Ms. Rod, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Miss Ride or Die. Happy to meet most of you guys. See you guys in person. I just want to make a comment about what DOD was saying, and I don't feel that our men. I'm not gonna put a race on it. I'm gonna say our men of today should not be dressing up as women. There's certain clothes that are made for women, and there are clothes that are made for men. Now, if you talk about, well, women wear pants and women wear shorts, it's just a fact that there are pants and shorts made for women. There are no dresses made for men unless you're Scottish,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you will be kilt. It's not a skirt, it's a kilt. So if you're not Irish, you shouldn't be wearing a kilt. I see all these entertainers pushing this agenda that they pushing, wearing the long dresses and the pocketbooks and the male purses and all this stuff going on. You are showing our youth that you don't need a sex
What you
preference,
do?
and that's wrong. That's what I wanted to say.
And I totally
All
agree. I
right.
totally agree with
I
Miss
wanted to
Rye
get
there.
back. Wait, Miss
So
DOD, I want you to get back to more of the article first, so the people here who doesn't know what we're talking about. We're talking about Pharrell Williams. Can you get back more into the article so they can know what was his point of view?
yes, I'm on the article right now, and
Okay.
his point of view is that he believes that older white men that have been running this country have has a point of view of masculinity, and then this new generation, these Gen Xers, these women, he believes are the new, what they call the new masculinity, and they
What
believe
is
that the old
that?
masculinity is toxic, and this new masculinity is the way to go. This is what he's saying in this article on in GQ.
Now, I don't know, was it part of the article also, but it was stated something that, he apologized how he used to talk to women and that type of mask. I mean, he just, I don't know if you read it or was it in that particular article, but he was saying how, the men are too aggressive and that's old masculinity. And he apologized for how he was used to talk to women. I'm like, what the? I mean, what is besides clothes? You think the new like I said, the new masculinity is just y'all turning into women or having more estrogen? They want the next thing is they want y'all to have estrogen shots at all men? I mean, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I didn't read that part in the article about him apologizing for the way he used to talk to women. I just found out that the guy is 46 years old. Now, maybe
Yeah,
he was doing this 20 years ago or whatever, talking to women, like that. But you would think at his age now, he would know what true masculinity is. And so by him dressing the way he's dressing here now, I believe it's for the money and it's to push the gay agenda. Because a lot of entertainers, they're into that. They're into the homosexual or the bisexual type of relationships. Now, I also surprised to read that this brother has a wife.
yeah,
I
three
wouldn't
kids.
I wouldn't have thought I wouldn't have thought the way he dressed, that he would be married. But also too, what really bothers me sometimes, Sugar Love, man, is to see these sisters walking down the street hugged up with dudes with their pants hanging half off their behinds. To me,
Hmm.
that's it's tacky for the dude to do it, but it was even worse for a woman to be wanting a man that dresses that way. And now it's going even beyond that to where they're wearing dresses and high heels now. And like you said, wearing or carrying pocketbooks, and the shit is getting crazier and crazier.
That was gonna be the next set of questions. That was the next set of questions I had for you. What dynamic is gonna with the male and the female? That was the next set of questions. How is this family dynamics is going to change now?
Well, our men have been being feminized, for a while now. They believe now. A lot of men believe that these women are supposed to be the ones taking care of them, while they stay at home dads, or just stay at home period, playing video games and all that shit crazy. But see, the way women work is where they follow the man's lead.
Hmm.
So when they see these men dressing up as, not all women, of course, and not all men, but when they see these men dressing up as females, it's going to become more and more acceptable,
I did.
depending on who are the people who are the men that are doing it. Especially if it's young entertainers, movie stars, movie actors. When they see them do it, it's gonna be more acceptable. And so they're gonna be phasing out the real masculinity for this fake gay agenda. That's all it really is.
Yeah, but you gotta remember there is a gay agenda, but they're going after the straight men. Cause like I said, this is okay, but they're trying to say this is okay for straight men. See, this is where please just click on the link, Derek. I put the stroll up, you see the link. Just click on the link and I'm gonna invite you in. Just click on the link, my brother.
That may be true, but I just really believe that the agenda is for population. This
Mm.
gender that they're pushing is for population control. As you know, I speak about that a lot when I do go live. And why would you, first of all, the men the men of today, they need to understand the reason why the pants are sagging. The pants are sagging because of prison life. Okay, so you want to bring prison life out onto the streets and thinking it's a style. It's not a style. I'm almost 50 plus. I'm not walking the streets with no man with his pants hanging down. It's just so unattractive. But for the younger generations, they have less self esteem for themselves to be carrying on with men dressed in that form of fashion. So then you come back to the point to where you're gonna walk around with a man that's wearing a dress. Next thing you know, he in your closet. I mean, like, are these undercover gay people, gay men? I'm already confused with the alphabet, so I'm gonna call them the
I just
alphabet
call them
people.
the alphabet people.
Yeah, alphabet people, because I can't understand why would you push this gay agenda if it wasn't for population control.
Okay, what do you feel about that, Deacon?
Well, I agree with Miss Ride 100%. It's a gay agenda, and we know what woman would walk down the street saying, "This is my man," and he got a dress on. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
new
Think about that.
masculinity.
No, that's not. It's not. That's new. That's the gay
That's
agenda.
stupidity.
That's
No,
being
I'm trying.
gay.
I'm just trying to talk about the GQ magazine because I
They,
need for
well,
somebody
they
to
can
make
call it
me
what they want to.
understand.
First of all, I'm not subscribing or watching anything that predicts men in that form of fashion anyway. I'm not subscribing to that kind of nonsense. If I have quite a few people that are in the alphabet community, and I respect them all the same, long as you do not push your agenda onto me. That is my preference. I had one lady who is Australian, and she told me I wasn't born heterosexual, and that wasn't a good look for her. Was not a good look. Just because you telling me you was born gay, you want to tell me I wasn't born heterosexual? We had a big conflict of interest that went on for days every time we saw each other. Okay, so on YouTube, of course. I told her book me a ticket. I'll come visit you in Australia. Still waiting for that ticket, but you cannot push your agenda onto a person that's not with it. I don't want to see
Hmm.
our young men walking around with dresses on and pants hanging down. Then your underwear dirty. What are you advertising for Calvin Klein or advertising for Fruit of the Loom? Like, pick a struggle.
Do you feel with this agenda, DOD, that this also coincides with the lessons in school now that these kids have to learn? So now that you told me I have to learn about these lessons, which has nothing to do with history. I didn't know they had a history. But now they have to sit in the classroom They even got a new ABC book called a gay ABC book. They have to now have take tests, pass a test, and then on top of that, you're telling these boys that it's okay to wear a dress. Can you give me a little feedback on that?
My phone is dying here, so I do apologize. If I get kicked off, it's because of my phone's dying, but I'll get back on as soon as I can. Yeah, that teaching this gay agenda, and doesn't the parents have to sign off on this? Doesn't it too slip for their child to be taught this new gay agenda?
Nope.
Because if that's the case, then why are these parents also signing off on it?
No, bro. I thought that too. But what they're doing now, as I've noticed in my son's school, is like before you used to bring your books home. You used to have your textbooks, you brought your textbooks home. Now all of a sudden your textbooks are in school. So when you're asking your kids about their classes and what they're taking up, they're going to just give you the basics of their math, reading, whatever. They don't really get into that until another question come up. And then that's when they'll slip and say it like it's a secret. Hello, Sheila, baby. How you doing? Preacher show. So a lot of the parents don't know because it's not like you're letting the child bring home the book. Because, honey, as soon as I found out, I told my son, you better not sit in none of them classes. I don't care what they say. You're not to attend any of them classes, and they are regular classes. So now on top of that, you have the new masculinity, and they're trying to tell these boys, like I said, the next thing you know, they're going to be telling these men to take estrogen shots, all of them, because do you think it's the fear of the aggression of the black man? You know, what is really going on here? They feel we too aggressive. They want us to be more nice. I don't know. Deacon of DOD, what do you have to say on that?
Well, I don't believe in this toxic masculinity argument. To me, a man is going to always be a man, and a man is supposed to be aggressive, but it's supposed to be aggressive, selectively aggressive. But a man is going to always supposed to be aggressive. You know, a man is not supposed to be soft. He's not supposed to be timid. Not supposed to be masculine. Exactly. Supposed to be masculine.
And what Sugar touched on, I know for a fact that about 36 states have already okayed for there to be a transgender bathroom. Like 40 some odd states. I happen to live in a state that doesn't, Texas. They didn't even entertain that nonsense. There's no transgender bathrooms. There are they are not teaching the children in the 6th grade how to use a condom to perform anal sex. Why is you teaching children in the 6th grade level? So that's about 12, 11, 12. Like 13 when you go to junior high school. Why is you teaching children that young about anal sex with a condom, but yet you want the children to become more alphabet city-ish?
Okay, Donna says, I'm not a grandmother. I am worried for the future of my grandchildren. What is going on? And then Dirty Diaper says they are on the down low. But you have to remember,
Like Dirty Diaper, right?
But you have to remember, this is more of not the ABC people. This is the attack on straight people. We kind of staring more to them, even though their agenda The agenda is maybe the gay agenda or with the alphabet agenda. You can't say no words. Pardon me, YouTube. Please don't get mad. But the alphabet agenda. But remember, this is more of an attack on the straight men. So now, what are we to do? Because like my son is not walking down with his pants hanging down, not at all,
But you gotta
not at
ask
all.
yourself.
But now, huh?
Go ahead, continue.
No, that's just basically what I was saying because now these straight men, remember, this is about these straight men, about them keeping their masculinity. Because
It's
it's
both.
going to be to the point that, like he said, what this Pharrell said in the interview, as they going younger and younger and younger, is they're making it be like it's okay. It's going to be like it's okay to be feminine to the point that they're trying to make it to where you are not going to know the difference. So it should. I don't see where the new masculinity come in that because you are supposed to know the difference. I'm supposed to know when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to a man, or this has nothing to do with the alphabet people. You can wear dresses and stuff. That's the life that you chose. But now you're going to say, okay, even though you straight, you can wear it too. Okay, so when does this you can say your mother all you want, but how many times kids wore one thing and before they got to school they done changed their clothes? How many times they went up, met up at the front house and went to school another way? See, don't forget them days now. We sent our kids looking one way, they go to their front house, change their clothes, go to school another way. And what is it saying to these young ones? I'm like, you're really psychologically messing them up. This is a psychological warfare.
And it starts in school. It starts in
I
school.
guess.
We teach them one way at home. Then they go to school and they get reconditioned. And
Okay,
then you
this
have
is
to,
from
when they
Dirty
get home from
Diaper.
school, you have to recondition them again.
Okay, hold on, Ms. Rye. Dirty Diaper says, I guess it's okay to have a trash bag tie for a hairdo, but I'm not gonna rock one of those. Oh, I get you. But remember, the attack is on our youth. First, it was Jaden Smith, and then it was others, and then it turned out to be young Thug, and then it was now they stepped up the whole game and put Pharrell up in there. Okay, Screw, I'm putting you back in. Screw, are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Come on, baby, give it to us
I have
raw
to
and
say,
uncut.
I really love that word there. Means ride or die. Recondition. You got me laughing back here. Yeah, that's true. It's like a double work, you know. You trying to raise them one way, and when they get out there, they see something different. Going back home, it's a hard work really for parents out there now, because you gotta be dealing with the influence they get outside when they get back in. You're trying to straighten them up. It's crazy though. Like even in public these days, you can't even reprimand your kids because
Mm-hmm.
somebody's not minding their own business. You know, it's very frustrating. It's like parents these days, you know, you're trying to keep your mouth shut so you don't get in trouble. The system is really messed up, you know. And when the kids get so, you know, bad, guess who's losing? Their parents is losing. You know, they don't care. Their
Um,
parents is at a loss.
but Screw. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I know you're from West Indian descent, right?
Yes.
And I know that's a no. But it's remember, this is being done globally. Can you give us some insight on that compared of you being from West Indian descent? And then now you have your morals, and then now you have like if you have kids, like you will still have the morals like your mother and your grandparents, like the other people from the West Indian descent, they're getting like more Americanized. Can you give us some feedback on that and what is it doing to people in the West Indian culture?
Well, from what I'm seeing, and I think it actually travel.
Mm-hmm.
The West Indies, they trying to imitate, you know, what they see on TV out there, and it's not the same anymore. From the old schooler, the way we were raised, yeah. So it's like an imitation.
I'm not going to take you back to George Washington or Abraham Lincoln or those men that they call our forefathers. I'm going to take you to somebody that you guys may know, Obama,
Mhm.
the president. When
Oh
when a
God.
Barack Obama sat there and gave to Africa almost $50 million to sterilize all the women in Africa to control the birth rate, then turned around on his last year of presidency, put the law in effect. Now, see what I'm saying to you? Put the law in effect. How are you going to put a law in effect in another continent other than your own continent? Put the law in effect in Africa to sign for gay marriage. Now, here it is 50 states of the United States. Now, gay marriages are allowed in most of the states, not all of them, most of the states, because it's now according to a state law. But my thing is, if you want to believe in the Bible, God created Adam and Eve.
Oh God.
No, I'm just saying, listen, hear me out. All,
I
all
know
these,
that,
all,
but it's not
hold on, but let me tell you how I'm feeling. If that is true, you can love who you want to love, but
okay.
don't put it on your agenda onto other people.
Okay.
Now, that's why I personally am not married because when I got married, it was man and woman. Now you make my marriage feel less important when other people can get married that are not of the same of what in God we trust is supposed to be. That's all I'm saying. I'm not anybody can love anybody they want to love. It is what it is. But yet ABC people got more rights than black people, and I'm done. I'm done.
Anybody would like to come back after that comment? Deacons of Defense. Is Deacons of Defense here or Screw? Deacons of Defense thing is dead. Screw, are you still here?
Screw fell off.
All right, so who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Deacon?
It's still there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you please give us some feedback?
Sure. What was the question again?
Or she was just saying about talking about the their people have the right to love who they love, speaking upon the alphabet city. They have the right to love who they want to love, but now they're just stuffing it down our throats, and that was basically what was Ride or Die was saying. Okay, Master of Disaster, Miss Ride, if you had a gay son or daughter and told them they had less rights than you because of your Bible, no thanks. This is not about Master of Disaster. This is not about gay people right here. This is not about their rights or no rights. We're speaking upon the new masculinity and how is we feel that is being stuffed down straight people's throats. So we're not going to make this about heterosexual and gay people, okay? And like she said, you have the right to love who you want to love. We all know people. that had a, have the alphabet people in their family. They are still loved. Nobody is not less loved because you choose to live your life and who you choose to love. So let's not make that an issue. And if you have a gay son or daughter, that's just what they are. But we're saying that as straight people, it's like they do have more rights than us. You got a lot of people being taken down. And we're talking about, do you feel master of disaster? Do you feel that it is a such thing as called the new masculinity? This is what we're talking about. Do you feel that it was an old masculinity and now there is a new masculinity? If you would like to come on, you can click on that link. You could click on that link and give your own opinion and speak for yourself. You can come on in and speak for yourself, master of disaster. Okay, Screw is back on. Okay, Deacons of Defense, can you go finish out here? Can you finish for me, please, what you were saying?
No, I was just saying, the agenda of these of LQ,
ABC, I just call it the ABC
LGBTQIA people. These, I mean, this is their agenda that they're pushing. They want to be accepted, and they figure if everybody is looking and dressing the same, then they'll be more acceptable. That's what this is all about. And they're attacking, because I don't see it. I don't, but then I'm not in that community, but I don't see them attacking young white males like I do them seeing attacking these young black men with this new masculinity bullshit. Mm-hmm. And so, it may be an agenda for the gay community, but it's also an agenda for the government. It's also an agenda for the government to take the masculinity away from black men. That's the way I see this. That's what I see this happening. And it's been going on now for at least for the past 10, 15 years. It has started. And that was it's just amping up to the phase where it's okay, or they say it's okay for men to be wearing dresses and high heels, and it isn't. And there's nothing masculine about that. I don't know how many times I can say it. There's just nothing masculine about a man wearing a dress.
I mean, sometimes
maybe you are on the low. You would have to be on the low to be wearing a dress.
But sometimes you have to keep saying it because a lot of our youth is falling for it. Sometimes you hate to be redundant, but you have to keep being redundant, and you may have to keep talking the same question or the same topic over and over and over, because it has to be, being that it keep getting thrown at us, it has to keep being discussed. And I feel like
it needs to be discussed with the youth, with our children at home. We have to discuss it there. That's the first place to thwart this attack on our young men. We have to teach them at home that wearing a dress as a man is not right. That's not what men do. Men do not wear dresses. Period. If you're masculine, you do not wear a dress. Period. Simple as that. I mean, it can't be any more simpler than that. It starts in the home. We have to teach our young boys and our girls, in our community, what's a man and what's a woman.
Okay, on a positive note said, but why do we allow it? What do you have to say about that, Deacon?
I don't allow nothing in my household like that, so.
Yeah, I agree with Miss Wright. I don't allow that either. There's no way you're going to come in my house as my son or my grandson and tell me you're a man wearing a dress. It's just not going to happen. I'm teaching minds from the day they're born. What it is to be a man.
But there's no
mistakes over here.
we teach our children from birth, okay?
Exactly. Yes.
Once they start to walk, we teach them how to walk. We teach them how to talk. We teach them how to love their parents, okay? And we teach them how to take care of themselves. You let them go into these schools, aka public schools, and then they teaching them how to twitch and how to dress like a girl and talk like a girl and want to do makeup. And I don't, whatever profession you have and you making money, I ain't got no problem with that. If you're a man and you're a makeup artist, you must do some awesome makeup. But I don't want to see you twitching and acting like a woman and calling me go girl and the talk. I mean, the flamboyancy. I'm like, you want to be me? You want to be a woman? And now with them doing the sex changes every 5 minutes, I'm single by choice because I ain't got time to check your birth certificate, check your whole body parts out to make sure you grown or you got stitches and something sewn in and some more stuff. I ain't got time for all of
But
that
the, no,
because
but the attack is not on the woman. The attack is on the man because it's other men.
it's on the human
No, no,
race.
no, 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 no. Hold on. I'm gonna play double active. I'm gonna play double advocate right now. That's right. Thumbs up the live. I'm gonna keep dropping the link in if anybody want to come on in. The attack is it's on attack on human rights. I must agree. I don't mean to say I disagree, but it's an attack on the black male or the male. I'm gonna play devil's advocate now. Because remember, I work with plenty of kids, and I know for a fact we adults now. I'm around a bunch. I know what I see every day. So it's more acceptable now. It's like more acceptable now when you're talking with your friends and everybody has a girl has a girl and a man has a man. It's like that is the main topic. So regardless of what you're teaching your kids in your household, once they go out in that street and they're around another group of kids, the game done changed. People say what they want and act like they're the strongest parents, and they can say what they want. I know what I see all the time. And now that is to the point that even with the straight kids and the gay alphabet kids or the letter kids, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, they're all at one now. They all at one, having the same comment, and it's okay. It's okay. They even got boys calling boys zaddy now and thinking that it's okay. And these are supposed to be straight kids. This attack is way more than you being a good parent. And then it's a non-stop. Deacon of defense, you have something to say on that? Deacon,
Yes, yes, I do. I'm here.
yeah.
Um,
But remember, we got
I know
our
you were
world
saying.
and they got their world. I'm around both sets of worlds.
Okay, well, I know you were saying that this is an attack on young black men, and that's very true. But it's also an attack on our women as well, because the women are going to follow what the men are doing for the most
Hmm.
part. And so
Exactly.
when these women see these men walking around in dresses, well, what's going to happen if you're a woman, you want a real man, you're not going to go to somebody to a man wearing a dress.
Deacon, you know what confuses me the most? You got men with the male body parts dressed up as women, right? But want to
Right?
sleep with women. I don't
Yeah,
get
it
it.
makes no sense.
Then you got
It makes no
women
sense.
dressed up as men with the same. I mean, because somebody said to me, I forgot who. I'm not calling no names, but they said, "What's the difference between a lesbian woman and uh, another?
Bisexual.
No, not a bisexual. What's the difference between a lesbian woman and a dyke?" But
Oh.
what I don't understand is lesbian women want to be with women, right? But they still use the apparatus of a strap on. So I mean, like, are they confused or are we confused? Which one?
Well, I know I'm not confused about it, so it must be them.
I'm not
It
confused.
has to be them. Because what
They
you
are
just said,
so
Miss Wright, what you said, Miss Wright, makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense to us. It makes no sense, you know, to the overall topic that we're talking about. Yeah, this shit is just crazy and it's off the wall. And like I said, why would a woman dress up? Why would a woman want another woman but want that woman to dress up like a man?
and use the
Local.
apparatus.
Want him to use a strap on like a man. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. But see, the world when she says attack on men, you want okay. Since it's such an attack on the black man, why does every time the black man becomes successful in show business or in sports, he goes to Becky? Why is
Why
that?
do you put on dresses too? Okay, hold on, guys. We gotta have room
And
for
he has
question.
wearing a dress and carrying a male purse.
All right, we gotta let some of the people now. We have Quisha that says local transparent boundary condition. And then we got Selena Victoria. Hello. Welcome to Street Talk on Live. Street Talk on Live. Miss Ride, man, this world trying to lower the man's power to a feminine energy power. So when they come in with war, they can take us over again. And then Lena says, it's out of order for them to continue to have control. So the way the black man forgets his power. So, Ms. Rod, do you want to answer what Selena said? And then Deacon, you can answer the question right after Ms. Rod. Ms. Rod, do you want to go off on what Miss Selena Victoria said?
That's my baby girl. Hi, Selena. Uh, when you say they want to lower the man's power,
I
they
agree with
do
that
that.
one.
They do want to lower the man's power because they want when the war starts, they want to make sure that we're not able to fight, and that's why I'm a pro advocate of teaching young children how to carry arms. I mean, 15, 16, 17, responsible. They must be responsible. And, you know, women need to carry arms as well. Because with all our men going out there to fight, a lot of our men are not coming home. And we still must protect ourselves. That goes all the way back to 19 with Clinton days. I ain't gonna tell y'all all this history stuff, but yeah, with the Clinton eras, when they took all the men out of the household. Okay, so that's another piece of history, another time.
All right, so Mr. Deacon, would you like to sound off on what Miss Selena Victoria had to say?
Tell me what she said again. I was busy doing something.
Okay. All right. She said the first thing she said is, Miss Ride, man, this world trying to lower the man's power to a feminine energy slash power. So when they come in with war, they can take us over again. And then she says, it's out of it's all out of order for them to continue to have control. So the way the black man forgets his power.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. That of everything that we've talked about tonight, that makes the most sense as to the reasons why this government is doing what it's doing, because it is the government that's doing
Hello,
it, backed by the
legendary.
media, and then they have the celebrities going out, on the front lines, past, pushing this agenda. So yeah, if they want to take over, if they want to defeat a race of people, the man is the one you want to take out first, and you can do that
Absolutely.
easily by feminizing them. So the more feminine the man is, then the easier it is going to be. It's going to be to destroy that man, and then eventually the women and the children of that race as well. So yeah,
All
that
right.
makes sense to me.
Selena, would you like to come in on the panel? Would you like to come in on the panel so you can give your point of view on the topic is the new masculinity, brought to you by Pharrell Williams. Would you like to come in? Exactly. I'm going to put the link in for you right now.
I just really feel that
Okay,
we
there
as
go.
parents
Okay, sorry, Ms. Right.
must must teach our children, especially our male children, how to be strong, how to adapt without losing yourself. Stay true to your manhood, because if you're gonna let education,
Come on in, Selena. Come on in, love. Come on
okay,
in. Click the link. Click the link.
they still teaching. I wonder how long it's going to take for them to take Christopher Columbus out of the history books. Oh, let me understand that. They're destroying the history books. Why are they destroying the history books? Because they don't want you to know the history. They know the history that they teach in the schools are lies.
Selena, love. Click the link and come in. Click the link, love. Click the link. Write your name in there, and then turn your
It's not,
microphone on.
my phone is not compatible. You could maybe try Safari, or you can get out of YouTube and come under Chrome.
Oh, okay.
Come under Chrome or under Google, Lena. Your phone may be on Safari. Sometimes Safari does it, sometimes it don't. But mainly on Chrome and Google. But I just really feel that, masculinity starts at home. And once your children are ready to go to school,
Hi, Miss Terrell. Terrell, how you doing, love? Okay, the next question I have to ask. Okay, you and Deacon. Now, do you feel that with no masculinity in the house? Hi, Deborah Love. How are you? Welcome to Street Talk Online. Street Talk Online. This is Street Talk Online. This is where we have topics. The topic tonight is the new masculinity, brought to you by Pharrell Williams. Do you guys feel, Deacon, you can start first because you are the man of the room. So, women, please do not give too much input. Let the men speak. Do you feel because a lot of the masculinity is not in the household, not blaming mother, we're not going on that. But do you feel because of the masculinity is not in the household, they're able to pull this crap on our kids? Deacon, sound off.
Yes, because it's easier when there's not a man in the house to teach young boys how to be men. So that's why in our community, our children, our boys and girls both need to be around men. They need to be around their hopefully their fathers for the young boys. Our children need to be with their fathers, but if not that, at least an uncle, a male relative, something that these boys can get a reference of what a real man is about and what real
Hello,
men
Clicky
do.
TV.
You can't be. It's easier to feminize young boys when there's no men around. So that's why, for me, we have to learn that if we have children as black men, if we have children, we have to be around our children. You don't have to be around the mothers if that doesn't work out. On your children, your young boys and girls, because even the girls need to know what a real man is. They don't be walking these fools dressed up in heels and dresses. So that's my take on that. Men, black men, we need
Selena,
to be in the homes. If we're not in the homes, we at least need to be in our children's lives.
You know that is going to be another whole different topic, but I just want to concentrate on I'm just wanting to concentrate on the mass. So it's so with this new wave of this new masculinity, and now with these men who are still straight but want to wear dresses. So now that's what people's sons is going to be looking up to. Do you understand what I'm saying? With this new trend of masculinity. Now
Is
these
Selena
young
backstage?
they are
Look, we
straight.
look. We need to stop calling it this new masculine. There's nothing masculine about it. Regardless of what they're saying,
Mhm,
we in our community need to stop this new masculinity shit because
mhm.
it's not masculinity. So we need to call it for what it is. And if we keep talking about new masculinity, then our youth is going to hear it and they're going to say, okay, well, this is the new way of being a man, the new way of being masculine. And it's not. Stop calling it that.
But the only reason why I keep saying it because it's the title, but
Right?
it
No,
is
no, right. No, no. I didn't mean, yeah, I didn't mean you, I didn't
like
mean like you, but I just mean
it's a science,
us as a community.
just like that new. But what is it called? The Metro something man. Where they go?
Yeah, that's a different. That's a different. That is
What is
different,
that?
sugar. The
What is that?
metro,
What is it?
the metro man is just a man that gets his manicures and pedicures. Most metro men are in the white collar worker jobs setting. That's where the metro man came from. They get
Mhm.
they don't get polish on their nails or clear polish. They just get manicures and they well kept in the shaving and they are 100% men. They're not ABC men. They are straight men, but there's nothing wrong with getting a manicure and a pedicure, if you're a man and you work and whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's what the Metro Man means. Um, Selena says she's in backstage.
I'm looking for her. Okay, now she's coming in. I got her now. I got you, Selena. Hello, love. How are you?
Good. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Hi,
can
my
hear
sweet.
you. Welcome to Street Talk Online. Street Talk Online. Sound off, sister.
Okay, so yeah, I agree about the black male needs to be with his son or even his kids because I feel like that plays a major role nowadays, like especially in the kids' lives because of what's going on with society, what's going on with like basically this white power privilege. Basically, when we don't have the fathers with the sons, if you pay attention and witness to the child's life, like they suffer through trauma, they go through so many different things because the father's missing. So I feel like it's very important for the father to be there, to be that role model, to be that guidance, to be that example
I
for
can't
him
see
because
her.
he's tested. You know what I'm saying? A black male is always going to be tested. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a black male, I feel like they need their fathers when they're growing up and stuff, whether it's a son or daughter, they always need their father there because they need to know what is a man. They need to know how to be a man.
Hold on,
They
Miss
need
Rod.
that
I'm tune
example.
you out and bring you back in because we can't see her. Okay, tell me if y'all can see her now.
Can you guys see me? Can you see me?
Can y'all guys see Miss Selena?
Can you guys see me?
Wait, now we see her. Okay, now we see
Can you see
everybody.
me?
Go right ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So it's okay. So what I was saying was I feel like it's important for a black man to be in the household with his children because nowadays what's going on with this society and this world is they're taking the black man out of that household. So then the woman becomes a man and then the woman is trying to raise up that son and that son can't be raised up just by a female. He need that male. He need that guidance. He need to be taught how to be a man because he's going to be tested. There's things us
Mm-hmm.
females can't understand with our sons. You know what I'm saying? There's things that
Mm-hmm.
we can't teach him and show him, and that's what his dad could do. And especially as a black male, he's facing so many different things in this world, and it's up to his dad being there, because his dad could show him the ways, you know what I'm saying, and teach him the ends and teach him the truth behind things, so he could spread it on to his children, and he could be that man. Because if you pay attention to this world and generation, I forgot what rapper it is, but he just got nail polish on his nails. He's promoting all this different type of stuff, and that's not what we need.
That the
That's not
one
what we
that's
want.
married to that girl with the. Well, I don't know. A lot of them wear nail polish. But go ahead, sister.
Yeah, so I just seen that, and I was just talking to my boyfriend about this, and I'm just like, it's sad, because what they're doing, like I was saying in the comment, is they're trying to break down the black male from knowing his power, knowing his capability, and from him being in the household with his family and wife and things like that, and putting him in these positions is to
Where you
break
going,
them
Miss Brown?
down. So that way, when we go to war, we are going to be all feminine. We're going to not be able to stand up for ourselves, and we're going to go back into what we once were in before. That's what they're trying to do, is just gain control over again, and try to get control over your minds, your family, everything. And I feel like it's so important for the black fathers to be there.
All right, we lost you. We lost you. We lost your mic, baby.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you, love.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I feel like is important with like the black father. I feel like he got to be there. And that's something me and my boyfriend talk about every single day. It's very important for the black father to be there for their son and to show him the way and things like that. Because nobody can say anything, because this ain't no lie. If you go out there, a black male is always being tested no matter what. Going to a grocery store, getting out his car, taking out his trash. No matter what he is doing, he's being tested by whether it's a brother, whether it's a white man, whether it's an Asian man, whatever race you are, you know what I'm saying? He is being tested, and he's the only one who's being really, truly tested like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to break them down. And that's why I feel like it's important to make sure we keep our black men strong, because that's what they all doing now. They breaking down because they can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? But they are built and made strong, so they need to hold up to their powers. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say on that shit right there.
Okay, you just hold tight. A DSD defense Deacon. Deacon.
I'm here, and I totally agree with that. What that young lady just said. Totally
Mm-hmm.
agree with her. As I was mentioning earlier, our men have to be in the home. Our children, like I said, they don't have to be with the women if it didn't work out, but they have to be in their children's lives, plain and simple.
So, well, as in, even if they're not, do you think like single mothers, like, do they? I mean, now that you know, it's sad to say, but now you got to really start teaching them from the birth canal. So they come out the birth canal, you have to, if you're single moms, like you have to like start finding like either find like well, uncles are not uncles like they used to be anymore. Uncles are not around like they used to be. I don't hear you, Selena. Selena,
Oh,
go
okay. So
ahead,
yeah,
love.
yeah, I agree. I feel like the females, I feel like it's a major important factor for us to keep our sons around a major, important, like impactful male. I feel like, because if you don't do that, he's gonna go out wandering, trying to find out what type of man is he, how does he know he's a man, and he has all these
Mm-hmm.
different in front of
Mm-hmm.
him. So he needs that type of guidance. He needs somebody to be assertive with him. He needs somebody, you know what I'm saying, to give him that, because us women, we can do that, but we only could do it to a certain degree. So I agree. I feel like he do need at least like an uncle or a godfather or a mother's guy best friend who's a really good role model, you know what I'm saying, and stand strong, you know what I'm saying, and everything else. I feel like that's something very important for the black male, especially. I feel like
Where
that's
Miss
so.
Rod go? Miss
Hmm?
And
Rod?
yeah, I agree with Selena. That's your name, Selena? Selena?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
is.
agree with her. Okay, great. Okay, Selena.
Click on
Yeah,
the
so yeah,
link, Miss
I agree
Rod.
with her because women can only teach women. Okay, women can't teach a boy to be a man. It's no matter how hard she tries, she just can't. It's not in her nature to teach a boy how to be a man. So it's not her fault. She's gonna do the best she can. But
Right.
that male child has to have male role models in his life
Mm.
to know to know what a real man, how to become a real man. It's just simple as that.
Right. And
It's
that's so
it's
true.
simple, but not simple because a lot of women don't have it like that. And
Hmm.
I am one who do not have it like that. I don't. It's like I only have a sister, no brothers, so he has no uncles. And I'm not getting on into my dynamics right now, but it's simple. But that even if we try like sports and stuff like that, I seen a lot of these kids. They don't even respect the coach no more, and they don't have some of the. You can see the ones there that has a male presence there. You can see how they act during you can see how they act at practice and in games compared to the ones who don't have no male presence. But sometimes you do not have a male presence for that child. It is what it is. Selena, I can't hear you, sis. Go ahead. Sound off.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like you could tell which one has it and which one doesn't. Even some of the ones that do have it, they tend to like be leaning a little bit, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I feel like the ones who do have it should be a role model for the ones that don't have it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be out here messing around or slipping and stuff because we really truly need brothers out here to teach us. You know what I'm saying? Like if we don't have that father, like because they're gonna go out searching, and we don't want them out searching in the wrong fields. We don't want them to be put in a position where they're looking back in years from now, like, damn, only if my dad was there, I could have been like this, or my life could have been like this. I could have done this sport. Because to be honest with you, with the dad being out the picture, the son can't focus completely. The son's up in here worrying about the mom stressed out, worrying about how the mom's
Mm-hmm.
feeling, whether he
Mm-hmm.
has siblings, whatever. It's a lot going on in his head. So he's not all the
Mm-hmm.
way there. So
Yes,
you got to
sister.
make sure that we have some type of man, whether it's a man that's around him, you know what I'm saying? So like I would try to if I had a son, I'll try to surround him around like good friends if his dad wasn't there, and try to, if I didn't have the ability to pull in an uncle or somebody, I'll try to make sure he has good examples around him, because a lot of these people out here, they aren't leading good examples for our children, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's an important factor, especially for the male. When it comes to things, he's not going to be all the way up in here focusing and be worried about what's going on in front of him. He got to worry about
Come back
survival. He got to
in.
worry about how to take care of his mom, his sister, whoever it may be. He got a lot more on him, and he got to become a
Come
man
back
first,
in.
so it's harder on him.
Um, I just feel like, we have to also explain to our sons there is no old masculinity. A
Yeah.
man is a man, first of all. That's
Hmm.
why I was like, somebody have to make, I said, that's why I said I had to do this tonight. This
Hmm.
somebody has to make this make sense to me. I didn't know
Hmm.
it was an old masculinity for it to be a new masculinity. What was
Hmm.
how you doing, Dave's poems and songs? How are you? I had no idea that there was an old one. Like it's to the point now that you can't. They don't even. You give them a light bulb and they'll think you're crazy because they don't know the light bulb just go right in the socket. It's like it's crazy. And then with these new masculinity, old masculinity,
Hmm.
when sometimes these women could be like, "Oh no, you're not wearing no dress. Not with me." I
Hmm.
understand that a lot of these things can only work if these women is going to go for it, coming from the straight men. Coming
Hmm.
from the straight men. I'm not talking about the ABC people, the
Hmm.
letter people. I'm talking about the straight women. What woman is going to stand for that?
Right. Hmm.
And see, that's what I've seen since I've come. A real woman is gonna walk around the streets with a man in a dress, talking about this is my man here. It's just not gonna happen.
Hello.
Right. And I feel like also too, like, as I'm a mother, but I have a daughter. But if that was my son, I, as a woman, I understand you supporting your son, but you supporting your son in a wrong manner. So are you really supporting your son? That's where you got to ask the question. Do you truly love your son? You know what I'm saying? Because if you truly love your son, you would teach your son how to be a man, how not to be wearing that certain type of clothing, how that's female clothing. You know what I'm saying? How that's for the girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to rewind them back in time. Remember, those are the girls' toys and that's the boys' toys. You don't play with the girls' toys. You know what I'm saying? You a man, you go play over here, which, you know what I'm saying? You go over here, do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? And different stuff like that. So I don't, me personally, I'm always just like, are you awake? Are you opening your eyes? Are you seeing what you're doing to your son? Because that's not fair to him. You know what I'm saying? You need to raise him right. You got to help him find himself because he lost himself out in this world, and you need to help him become that man he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think any man should be out here walking around like that with some acrylic nails on, dress, full hair blown, and makeup. That stuff got to go.
That
They
is
just
Yeah,
trying to
I
destroy our
agree. I
men.
agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree 1,000% with Selena on that. You
Mm,
know, that's, I mean, there is no old masculinity. There ain't no new masculinity. It's just masculinity, period.
man,
And, you know, it's
you know what it is though? It's this new
yeah, like I
era.
said, I don't,
This
you can your lives if what was that program, Big Brothers? You know, you can find a man for your son somewhere. I mean, you know, I'm not saying just give them off to anybody like that, but you know, there's responsible men out there that you can have your sons around,
right.
and they have to be around those men.
mhm.
Mm-hmm. And that's important. That's key. And I feel like that's what we got to wake up to. Like, we need more of us to wake up to this and understand this because now you got the mothers even either being out on drugs, or you got the mothers that's supporting everything. Oh, because it's normal in society now. No, it's not normal. They put it in your face over time, put it in movies, different things that you didn't pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be aware of what's going on in front of you in order to show your children, like, look, this ain't right. This may be shown to you right now, and over time, it's going to get stuck in your head. And you know what I'm saying? The mother, whoever it may be, is going to feed in and give it to their kids, like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not ever okay. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the bigger person. You got to stand your grounds and know what's right and what's wrong and what something should be and what something shouldn't be. And I feel like there shouldn't be no old masculinity. Like, that's crazy to me. Like,
And
no
that
way. No way.
there is no way you can make that make sense. New
No.
and old. I'm like, hold up now. But like I said, these things need to be discussed, and it has to be discussed in our. Make sure that's discussed in our communities because our.
Yeah.
If not, like I said, I'm just one person. And I deal with a lot of youth, and if it's only me speaking, because I make sure in the fact that, oh no, you're not coming in like this, you're not coming like that. But I also hear the side talks and stuff too, where they think everything's okay. And then you got to the point that when you're talking to your, this is what baffles me. If I'm talking to my straight child,
Right.
who is society to tell me that I'm wrong? Listen, I can see if you, how you doing, Big Boniqua? Welcome to Street Talk on Live, Street Talk Online. The- how can you tell me? I'm talking to my straight son. I can see if he was an ABC kid, that's different. This is my straight son. You're not going to tell me I'm wrong and the kids that but the child is not expressing themselves and we need no, I don't need to do nothing. My son is straight and this is what he's not going to wear. If my child felt that he was born another way, which is another whole entire different one we would get into on another Sunday night. But the nerve of people to crack down on parents for talking to their straight kids on what and what not to do. This is not this is not their world. They are straight. Don't try to include my straight kid in y'all world. That's y'all world,
Mm-hmm.
not my straight kids world. And
Right.
then you got people that would jump in really quick and come on, let them express themselves. And this is no, no, and no, no, and no.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where I draw the line. If you have a, even if you have a lot of these girls also that's straight and they pants is hanging back to where not that. Oh, that kills me when I be with them kids. Why are you having on boxers? These kids are straight, but these little girls got on boxers and they
Mm-hmm.
also hanging. I'm like, girlfriend, I say it as a joke. I say once a month. I bet you your daggone pants be up, and they'll
Huh.
laugh at me. I was like, you better leave the pants up all the time. But that's my way of breaking ice with them and get the conversation. You still a woman. These are straight girls,
Mm-hmm.
and they. I mean, the roles has erased, but society. Oh, let them. There's no gender. No, my son is straight. There is a
Yeah.
gender. There
Exactly.
is a gender.
Mm-hmm.
We in two different worlds. We on two different worlds here. That's
Yeah.
our world. We're not talking about your world. We're talking about our world. And our kid identified as straight.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you want to raise your kids and our kids too?
Right.
You want to
That's
sound off on that, Deacon, Miss Rod? Okay, Selena, you want to sound off on that?
right. I totally agree with you. Like, I feel like it's not fair because now everything
Okay,
is
hold
just
on.
based.
You back, Deacon?
No, no, let her finish.
Deacon?
I can go after her. I'll
It's
go
okay.
after
All
Selena.
right.
It's
Okay.
okay. You should go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, Selena. Sorry.
It's okay. So what I'm saying is like I agree with you because if my child's raised up straight, my child don't need to be out here seeing females out here walking with their pants bagging down, boxers, you know what I'm saying? Snapbacks, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to be seeing that. Then also on top of it, I don't need my son out here seeing males over here with dresses and you know what I'm saying, all this different type of stuff. It's not fair to my child that he has to see all this stuff no matter what. He can't avoid it and run away from it. It's in society. You guys are being okay with something when you shouldn't be okay with something. Like, that's so disgusting. Like, hello, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Do you not see what they're doing? Like, it's something bigger to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
getting you ready for something. And I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
not right and that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, my child shouldn't have to go to school, be around that. Like, I can't void it out. Like, I can't homeschool him and take him from his experience and from him communicating and getting his skills up and different things like that because you choose to let your child to come to school like that. You choose to sit here and vote for that and vouch for or whatever. You shouldn't be doing that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not okay. So I feel like overall as a parent we need to make sure that we raising our child the way that they should be raised up. There shouldn't be no other masculinity. They shouldn't be out here walking around with dresses sagging their pants, whatever. You should be correcting that and fixing that because it ain't fair to nobody else's child out here. You know what I'm saying? You got raised up where things is straight and things like that, so why are you trying to sit here and put a curse on our children? I'd be damned if somebody try to put some curse on my child. You got me
That's
messed
my
up.
issue, sis.
Like, no.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, Deacon,
That's
sound off. Sound off, Deacon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more to say than what she just said because everything she just said was right on point. And it it's going to start in the home. That's where it starts in the home, teaching our children right from wrong. Young men, boys, you guys, you do not wear dresses. Women wear dresses. Young girls wear dresses. That's it. I mean, I don't know what more to say. That's already been said up here tonight. It has to be learned at home because they're gonna have this agenda at school, and as Selena says, in society, showing young boys, that it's okay to wear dresses. And so, parents at home have to teach their sons that it's not okay to wear a dress. That you're a boy, you're going to grow up to be a man, and masculine men, do not wear dresses.
And we
mm-hmm.
also have to teach them that being masculine is okay. It's not aggressive. It's okay. Do not
Well, see,
be
that's
ashamed of
that's
your
the thing.
masculinity.
And that's the thing
See,
too.
that's the thing I don't. That's the thing I don't get. Well, you don't have to teach that. That's natural for us.
No, but you
For a
have to
man,
teach it now.
I never grew up. I never grew up saying I'm masculine. You know what I'm saying? I never
Exactly.
even thought like that.
But now you have to teach your kids, because remember what we tell our kids, and even when like some parents get phone calls from school, what I'm like, what isn't that what boys do? Don't try to get me to change my son. I can see if he, out of control, that's different. But they're teaching kids these days that being masculine means aggressive, and you're not going to make it out into society. So now we have to counteract that and let them know it's okay. You can be a man if that that's okay. Aggressive and masculinity is two different things,
Mm-hmm.
but they
That's
trying to combine it into one.
mm-hmm. And the key why they're trying to do it is because they're intimidated. They fear the black man's power. So in order to get the black man to not know his power, we got to break him down, and that's exactly what they're doing. From the households to what's going on to society to him losing himself. You know what I'm saying? It's all a curse. It's all a game part of they what they got for in the future, and that's why we gotta make sure we talking to our communities and getting things back in line and letting our black folks know, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, no, it's good to be masculine. Enjoy yourself. Love yourself.
Hmm.
Don't listen to nobody else. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? You're
We
not
got to
being too
teach our
assertive or
boys to
anything.
love. Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
sis. We got to teach them to love themselves too.
Yep.
And we have to let them know that, this is a trend. This
Yep.
is a trend.
Exactly.
Because if I was a straight man, and I do see a lot of straight men, now really colorful, and they think it's okay. But if I was a straight man, I would want somebody to know when they look at me, know that this is a man. This is a man. I mean, I think it all started when they had, you know, when they had the men take off their mane. You understand? The mane was what was let to be known that I am. It was your way of showing, um,
Mm-hmm.
showing that you were a man. Even if you don't have to have the big old beard, but you're supposed to have a goatee. That was
Mm-hmm.
that was your way, your mustache. And so when they had a lot of these places started off, just my opinion, especially with these white collar jobs, telling them you have to shave off everything and be a clean face. That's a face of a little boy. They told our men you have to shave this off. You
Right.
understand?
And they tell him that why? Because at the end of the day, think of a lion, you know what I'm saying? The lion has their mane, you know what I'm
They
saying? The
main.
power, the
Mm-hmm.
different things and stuff. And they're taking that, you know what I'm saying? Taking more and more of your identity, taking all those different things, just leeching off of you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do this, you gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like no, you should be keeping it. If it's well groomed, whatever, you should be keeping it.
Thank you.
Stand that. That's your
Thank
culture
you.
right there. That's your power. Don't give it to nobody.
That was one of the first things that they did to, I hate to say, black men. That was one of the things that they did. They had them have a clean face. We are not meant to have a clean face.
Mm-mm.
That's why when a lot of black men go against being a man and you want that clean face, what do you get? Ingrowing hair. That's when
Yep.
you got all bumps all over because you are supposed to let that grow out. Keep it nice and groomed. So now
Right.
they started with that. So now every job wants you to have. I think that was one of the things. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that goes back to Egypt and to the Europeans
Mhm.
when they believed that you had to have that butter skin. No, that is a form of a little boy and a baby. Same way they had with the females when they wanted you to cut all of your thing off. That's
Yeah.
not a woman. A woman is supposed to have that there. And it kind of baffles me when women like all like that clean shaven. Nah, I'm a grown woman. That's a child you thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of little different things we didn't see that led up to what they're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair for men here and for women down there, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
That was set up for a reason.
Yep. And also something I learned too, this will go back like a few years back in my high school days. I learned too the hair down that you supposed to be having down there, like you supposed to just groom it and stuff. The
Mm-hmm.
purpose behind it is to keep bacterias, different infections out of it. Your hair is just like your hair inside your nose, you know what I'm saying? It
Uh-huh.
keeps a certain
Uh-huh.
debris out and different stuff like that. So it's actually beneficial for you
Hello,
because that's something
Reptile
your
Cookbook.
body
How are
naturally
you doing?
creates.
Good morning to you.
So yeah, it's crazy because they're just really trying to break down our black folks, literally, and it's sad because our black males need to be strong, and they're our voices, and they're the ones who keep things in control. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones who have the power and things like that, and that's why it's important for us to let our black men know like they power and help them get back to themselves and get back to their roots and things like that.
I told my son when
Selena,
you start
Selena,
getting
I have
your
a question for Selena.
Yeah.
Selena, do you think it's too late? Do you think we're down the road so far now? It's too late to go back?
Ooh, that's such a good question because I feel like we so far deep in, but I feel like I won't never lose faith on my nope. I don't nope. I feel like we
I
can
won't
it
either.
just takes voices. It just takes matter of us keeps preaching the truth, keep awakening people, and you know what I'm saying, all that different stuff, and just keep opening their eyes and keep reminding them more and more because think about it, it's a bad curse that's been on them for so long. It's gonna take a while before it breaks. You know what I'm saying? But they got to be open to it and keep hearing it over and over and seeing it and things like that in order for the actions to really unfold. So I feel like no, I feel like we ain't ever in too deep. We may
I,
be
I
I
look,
agree
we
with
may
you.
be at the end of the race
I'll
like
never
way
give
back
up
here, but
either.
we're gonna come to the finish line like never before. We're gonna kill them off. We're gonna be
well,
back
we're
where we
gonna
used to
kill
be.
them off, but the main thing is I think is that we have to start becoming more self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
We have to start making sure how we have our own businesses or our own trades because in this work field that's controlling everything
Mm-hmm.
is you have to just like your dreads and your hair, that's part of you. They want that gone. So long as we choose to stay wrapped up in their society, so
Mm-hmm.
that's why they're trying to get the younger ones so they don't have to go through breaking them in. Let me condition you like right now. Let me condition you so when you come work for us, but now if we separate ourselves and start being more self-sufficient, now we can have our beards grow. Now we don't have to be on TV with wigs and stuff, but you can wear if you want to, but not because you have to wear it. Not because they say, that's not grooming. Like every time you turn around, when it comes down to a black man or black woman, it's always that you're not groomed. Let's groom them, you know, and that
Mm-hmm.
is a way of breaking people down too. So
Mm-hmm.
only way we can really combat this is we have to start being more self-sufficient,
Mm-hmm.
or we're gonna have to get some of these laws changed. Cause
Yeah.
could you that's your like I said, just like you said, that lion mane is very, very important. And
Mm.
when you and then that also keeps you looking like a child. They don't want you to look like a grown man.
Mm-hmm. They fear that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And yep, it's
I
so
agree
true.
with
We
you.
got to.
I agree.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
No, go ahead, Selena. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, we gotta literally start our own businesses. We think about it. We legit are Like, people are gonna have their inputs on this, but we're still in modern slavery, no matter
Mhm.
what you say. So we have to have our own businesses. We need to be growing our own crops. We need to be taking care of one another. We don't need to be sitting up here taking these medications that are killing us. You know what I'm saying? They say they're for us, but they really killing you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we got to make sure we get back to ourselves, because we had that once before. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure we tie back to that stuff. We got to pull back, because we're the only ones who's keeping it going. If we pull away from that and build our own resources and do our own
Exactly.
thing and stuff like that, we are going to be back at our powers and way higher than, you know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. So I agree with you.
Well, I'm ashamed to say it, but it's black men that have our society the way it is, because the women are always going to just naturally follow the man. The
Mm,
man. It's just a
And don't
natural. It's just
forget,
a natural. It's just a natural process. And if
Deacon,
we're not out there doing what we're supposed to do as men, our
Deacon,
communities are going to fail.
Deacon, don't
mm-hmm.
get too far into that, because that's gonna be another whole entire. So we're gonna be doing this every Sunday. So get your Sundays booked, okay, Deacon and Selena.
Okay.
Deacon
Okay.
and Selena,
Okay.
get your Sundays booked. This starts, well, we supposed to start at 7, but Deacon came in at 8. So between 7 or 8 o'clock when he's untied up every Sunday. So when we're gonna get up, we're gonna start talking about the households and stuff like that. But I don't want him to give away all the good stuff like right now.
Right. Gotta save that
I
for
know
the
Deacon
Okay.
next
Okay.
episode.
knows then. Please, if you are not
I'll try to
subscribed,
I'll try to save some of it.
yeah, if you're not subscribed to Deacon, you have to check him out and check him out. He let everybody speak. And one day he gonna have us up on his thing. He gonna
Hmm.
have us up on his
You guys are
live,
always
right, Deacon?
welcome.
Oh, thank
But we have like,
Oh,
but we were supposed to been doing this since the the Google Hangout, but then once we started, Google Hangouts left. So I'm glad we got this, so it brought us back together. Well, I'm gonna do street talk 2 days a week, but mainly on Sunday. We're gonna have the street talk, so make sure you guys invite your friends. And I also had a video where I said that, whatever topics people wanted to cover, we will cover it. And if you guys on a Sunday say, hey, I would like to cover this topic, feel free to, let me know, because information, we want to keep that information going,
you.
you
Right.
know. And then I'm gonna be nice, because and that's gonna be another topic. And I'm like, I'm the wrong one to blow a casket. Don't let me blow a casket. But all this attacking the women, and I'm like, and I'm nice about it, because I don't believe in women or men bashing. That's another whole different subject. But
Yeah.
next Sunday subject is going to be submit or not to submit. Unless you
Mm,
guys want to cover something else different, we still want to let other people come in when they want to come in. But what truly is submission? Should women submit, or they're not submitting? Is that the real reason why relationships are not working? We want to sound off on that. But we're going to get back to this quote unquote, thanks to Pharrell Williams, with this new masculinity stuff. But we all come to an agreement. We never knew that it was an old thing called masculinity. I was just totally confused because I'm like, well, what was the old masculinity? Did the old, was I born then?
mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm a baby boomer and didn't know.
Uh-huh. Let me check.
I know. Let me check my birth certificate. Did I miss? Did something happen here? Did something? The old. What was old? I never knew about the old one. So, what was the rules for the old ones that the new rules is going to be different? I mean, you're going to put this out there. You got to make this make sense to me. So, what's
Hmm.
still in and what's out? Because it can't be just about clothes, right?
Yep, it's more than that. It's like, uh-uh.
You have to make this make sense. And I always like to keep a man on a panel, because we're going to always see things the way we see it. And
Mm-hmm.
we also, these men didn't want to agree with me. And a lot of people don't agree with me, but I did my own study. And that's going to be another thing that I'm going to do. Why do bad girls go? Why do good girls go for bad guys? And
Oh.
the way I explained it to this man, he was shocked. He was
Mm,
shocked. And all this time he thought something was wrong with him. I said, no, nothing's not wrong with you. We just don't know you. We don't know what's about you. And all we know is what we're familiar with. But that's another different subject also. But I'm just giving you guys just some type of
okay.
agenda, itinerary on different topics that we're going to be talking about. And
Okay.
if you guys see something in the news, um, I'm going to put my email out here.
Uh-huh.
Huh? I'm gonna come on in. I'm gonna put my email there. So if y'all see something in this news and y'all want to sound off, honey, we gonna sound off. This forum is for the people. And you got
Yes.
something on your mind, let's sound off. Sound off.
Mhm. That's
Some
right.
and we because see a purpose of my YouTube channel, period, because I think everybody has an opinion. And I don't like the fact that we look for the entertainers and their commentary and people, us regular people got some feelings about stuff too. I don't think you need to be a big YouTuber to get your point across. I think everybody's able to get their point across. And this is why I started my channel. I'm for the all peoples. There is no such thing as a big person or small person. We all human beings. That's it. Um, I'm trying to let Ms. Ride back in because she wants to speak to. Here we go. Let's see if she can pop in. Are you in, Ms. Ride? Are you back in? Can y'all hear her?
Yes, yeah, I'm back. Yeah. I want to say, first I want to say, DOD say our children. I can teach so much. I cannot teach them how to be a man. I can teach them how to
Hello.
the right way to take care of a woman. I can teach them. I can teach them to be.
O'Shea. I can't hear anything.
I can teach them almost every.
Hello.
We could barely hear you, Ms. Ride. We could barely hear you, Ms. Ride.
Need that.
We lost you, Ms. Ride. We lost you. We see you, but we don't hear you. Well, we got 15 more minutes left up to the street talk. The street talk on live, street talk on live, street talk means like regular people giving regular opinions and regular. So if you'd like to take a couple of minutes, first we're gonna do Deacons of Defense because he was here first, and then we're gonna close out with Miss Selena. Well, we got 15 more minutes left. I thank you guys. Y'all are now my new panel, my new street talk panel. Miss Rod is back.
Yay.
We see her now. Can we hear her? Miss Rod, talk for me. Well, y'all are my new street talk panel. And then Deacons of Defense, let us know your channel. I don't know if you go on scheduled times or not, but let us know so we can, if we don't even join in the panel, we can just participate and just be part of watching the show. But let us know, and then Selena will go, and then Ms. Ryder go. So, Dickens of the Fence, sound off your last words, please. Is Deacon there? Deacon. All right, he'll come back in. And Selena, can you let us know a little bit about you, please, love?
Okay. Just like a little backstory about me, like a little
Yeah.
brief summary. Okay.
Yes,
So, hey, you guys. My name is Selena Victoria. I am 22. I have a daughter named Naomi Renesmee Bridges. My husband, his name's Dalvon, and we are literally one of the people who are trying to help impact our Black community, trying to help our Black males understand their power, and help trying to get our Black community to understand who they are and get back to their natural roots. And I'm a very outgoing, happy, loving woman. And I just love learning new things, and I love helping my people. And that's just a little story about me.
So, do you have a channel, or are you a YouTube watcher?
No, I have a channel. My channel is Selena
Let
Victoria.
us know, love.
Oh yeah, my channel is Selena Victoria. I'll comment down below in a second with my name so that way you guys can see. But it's literally just Selena Victoria, and it's a picture of me and my daughter.
All right, so I'm gonna definitely leave your comment on one of your videos,
Oh,
and if
thank
you,
you.
so you can know, and then we can now just network. And like
Mm-hmm.
I said, honey, anything that's going on in the news, when you want to sound off, we're gonna sound off.
Yeah, we're gonna take it off. We
But
going past the moon, past the stars. We going up and beyond that. We taking it off.
and then sometimes we may do a little entertainment talk. We may do a little entertainment. No, we could do whatever talk. This is our panel.
Mm-hmm.
This is our panel. But who is
Mm-hmm.
it in the news? I had something to say, and now I forgot. I talk about people, and then I forget about them just that quick. I
It's
talk
okay.
about, huh?
I said it's okay. That's what I do too. I always forget.
I forget. I talk about people because that's how not important they are to me.
Mm.
Because they are entertainers. So, when it comes down to real stuff, I remember. But these entertainers, I say blah blah blah, and then that's about it. But we got to start. I got to start looking at the entertainment world now, because we're gonna want to sound off on them too.
Yes. Oh man, there's a whole lot we got to talk on with them.
So what is going on in the entertainment world, girl? Maybe I could remember.
Man, this entertainment world is crazy because nowadays I would like, as you can see, it's not even a talent anymore. It's not even no type of art, literally. If you have females in your video showing their bodies off and different things like that, you automatically are famous just for having that. And it's so sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, the entertainment game is a joke. It's a joke. All it's about is, hey, are you gonna bring in attention and sell your soul to us? If so, all right, then you're with us. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what
No,
it came down
it's about this new masculinity, and then that's why a lot of these young artists are going crazy.
to.
That's
That,
why a lot of these young artists are sipping on all this lean and all this other stuff,
man.
because number one, they don't even know if they got talent, because back in our days, we knew we had talent because we did our fighting, not physical fighting, our MC fighting and stuff on the street. So the
Mm-hmm.
street was your first audience. Your street was the ones that
Mm-hmm.
would let you know, which they don't know. As soon as you hear somebody kicking around, everybody like, oh, that's good, that's good. You're gonna be a hip hop artist. You may have one that said, okay, you was garbage, but
Mm-hmm.
these back then, so the kingdom of marriage. Single love, I just stopped by to say hello. It's been a busy day for me hanging out with family. It's my bedtime. I will catch you tomorrow night. Oh, I have the love train, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people think when they see me, they think it's the love train. The love train is where I do networking. So maybe
Ah.
you gotta come in on one of our love train girls. So a lot of people is looking in here. They looking to network, but I let them know ahead of time when it's street talk, it's street talk. Y'all can
Yeah.
network on your own, but it's about the street talk. But when
Mm-hmm.
we do the love training, baby, that's the
Oof.
time when you can get your playlist buddies and we talk about YouTube and how to grow on YouTube and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So people thinking that it's the love train, but this is street talk.
All right. Yeah, this street talk right here, you don't want to miss the love train nor this right here.
Mm-mm.
This is
But
the
the love
realest you're
train,
gonna
you
ever
gotta
get.
pop in the love train. Pop in on the love train. Get your how well God, I'm always in the habit. How are your numbers? How are your numbers?
My numbers, they're good, but I gotta work on them. So I'm gonna hop in the love train and I'm gonna get my numbers up there.
Okay, what are you got your 1,000 already?
No, not yet. I think
You
I'm
better
at like 5 or 6. I think I'm close
and
to 5.
how much time you have left?
I think I have 7 more months, 8 more months.
Oh, okay. So in your watch time, so you just a beginner.
Yeah. I'm
Girl,
just
you gotta
started
come
like
on this love
making
girl. You got to hit this love train up, girl.
okay.
Choo choo chugga chugga. This one you get
Put
all
me in
the
the front
energy from
seat.
mama, honey. You get all this energy from mama. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, we and then
Man.
we do playlist buddies and everything.
Okay, yep. I'm gonna be in there for
We
sure.
do
What days
playlist
do you be
buddies.
doing your love trains?
Well, honey, I'm on this mission for my 4,000 hours, so I'm on every day. Hello,
Okay.
my Trey Trey. She's so cray cray. Hello, my love. How you doing, Trey Trey? Yeah, but that's where a lot of people is getting confused because they thinking that this is the love train, huh?
Oh. Okay, so we got the love train and the street talk.
Yeah, I just started doing. I did the street talk videos, but in the street for real. But now I'm bringing the street talk online. That's why I call it the street talk online. I do interviews in the street with people. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm bringing it online. So now they better move on over.
Yep,
I
and
love
it's a
you.
good thing you're doing both because we need it in the street and we also need it online because a lot of people now, what are they doing? They stuck on their phones, you know what I'm saying? And we need to bring that forward to them on online as well. We need to bring
Yeah.
it across any platform that we can, you know what I'm saying? While we
Oh,
can, you know what I'm
Tracy,
saying?
so crazy. Hold on, my girl Trey so crazy, trying to get up in here. What's up, my
Hey,
girl Trey? She's so
what's going hey,
crazy.
what's going on, baby, baby,
Oh my God,
baby?
let all you guys
What's
in.
going on, baby?
Hello, this is my lovely
Oh,
new
oh,
girlfriend,
I love you,
Victoria.
sugar. I love you, sugar love. That's my girl, y'all. That's my girl. Yes. Yes.
Us, but she coming to the love train. We're gonna grab Selena up. But today we was talking about the new masculine. Did you see
Mhm.
that did you see that Pharrell in that banana boat looking suit?
No, girl. You know what? I sometimes I miss your live because I'm busy. I'm trying to get my thing together. But no, give me some little information so I can give you my little thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do it.
Well,
Yep.
put like this. It's about they want these straight men to wear dresses and stuff and calling it the new masculinity.
I ain't got time.
Right, Nat.
I ain't got time. Look here. You know, don't get me started. I'll go deep on you. You know how I do it.
But then you got to get on this street talk online. Every Sunday, we doing street talk online, and then we're gonna do one day we
Well,
gonna be
okay,
sounding
I
off on
feel you, but
everything.
this is my opinion on that. What you just said. What I feel is, see, they trying to take the black man from us. He's strong. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
black man always been strong, but they want to make him weak. That's why they want to put a dress on him.
Yep.
They want to make him weak. It's all started back in the day,
That.
back in the
Yep.
slavery day, back in the day. They broke us up.
Mm-hmm.
They broke up the home, and now the black man is strong, so they want to make him weak. Don't get me started. This might be a
Yep.
video for
There it
me for
is.
tomorrow.
Oh,
I might do a
girl,
video
you better
tomorrow.
Sound off,
There it
honey.
is.
Sound off. Sound
Yeah.
off. Sound
Check
off.
me out. I think I might do a video on this tomorrow because you know what I'm saying? I got to go deep on this. That's not cool. Okay, and if he chooses to wear a dress, that's fine. But I feel like society trying to break that black man down to make him weak. That's why he want to put a dress on him. Okay?
Mhm. Exactly. I agree, and that's what I was saying. And they're trying to get us to where we're weak for when they come back with war. They want our men weak, so that way they can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be like stuck, just like how they did before. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like,
Don't
mm-mm.
mind me. I'm sipping right now. You feel me?
Okay, go ahead. Do
Got to
your
get
thing.
my little sip on, but it's all good. But that's what it's all about. They want to break the black man down. They want it's just like
Mhm.
that. What was that Lenny Lynch? That Lenny Lynch
Willie Lynch.
letter.
Yeah, honey.
Yeah, that's all that is. Okay, they want to break the
Buck
black
them
man
down.
down.
Buck them down, honey. Buck them down.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
See,
Mhm.
as the street talk evolves more,
I want to ask you in advance. Is it okay if I do a video on this topic tomorrow?
of course, it's honey. You know we family up in here.
Cause you know I go deep and see my thing is I have a pet peeve about, I want to reach out, I want to talk to you and ask you about that because I do a video about that because that's a real serious topic.
Mhm. Yes, and it needs to
We
be
do.
told.
You know what you could do every time we do a street talk. If you could pop it, remember the street talk. Everybody got a stogie in their mouth. Everybody
Look,
got
look here,
everybody
and
got
I
a
got
stogie
you.
in their mouth.
I wish I can pop. Sometimes I know, baby. I know I don't pop in all the time like I'm supposed to. I'm one of your moderators. I'm your girl, and I pop in when I can. But I'm trying to get my little channel together. But I always show you love.
Oh,
I'm in your live streams. I'm rocking with you to the end. You feel me?
Mhm.
Tracy, but your input, like I said, we only need you really for the street talk because I really value your opinion and your wisdom. So on Sundays, if you can pop in when we do we're gonna do topics every Sunday. Every
Mhm.
Sunday we
Well,
will
I
be
can.
doing
You know
topics.
what? I can commit to Sunday. During the week, it might be hard, but I will
Yeah,
commit to
I'm not
this.
doing it during the week. And like I
I'm talking
told
about I'm talking about your regular live train. I might not pop in all the time, but I will make sure I pop in on Sundays for you,
so my
baby.
main thing is my Sundays now because see, I'm just killing myself now because I got like maybe like 600 more hours to go. So I'm gonna bust them 600 hours out.
Oh,
But
don't worry, baby. Well, matter of fact, now that you told me that, I'm gonna go on my laptop and run your playlist, boo.
that I was just telling Selena, that's what we do. So once I knock that out, it's going to be more of street talk. So this is what I'm gearing
Okay,
into because
I'm gonna run your. As long as you got a playlist, I'm gonna go in my on my laptop and run your playlist, baby.
thanks, love. Thank you, love. But honey,
Because like
Tracy,
I try to tell people, I'm not trying to get off topic. We can get right back on topic, but I just want to
mhm,
say this. I want to say this. We cannot grow. We cannot do anything without the support of each other. And
Mhm.
a lot of people want you to support them, but they won't support back.
woo,
But what it is they want to jump on your horse, and then as soon as they get to where they location where they want to go, they jump off, and then they dip out, and you don't see them no more. I'm not about that.
mhm.
We all in this struggle together. So, baby,
Right.
I'm gonna run your playlist, baby.
Thanks, love.
Loyal.
And I'm gonna run yours too because now you got commercials. Did
And look,
you put your
right?
commercials
Look,
in? Don't.
yes, I do.
Mhm.
It's the way YouTube is doing it now is you have to do you have to they give you have to the one in the beginning you can put on your cell phone, but the other ones in the other ads in between the video you have to do that on your laptop. I work all day, so I can't put the other ads in the video until I get home at night. So that's what's messing me up.
All right, but you do got the ones in the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'll run that and I'll run it and we'll catch the ones at the beginning.
Yes, all we can do, babe.
But
No.
that's I was telling Selena, we don't play on the love train. And then I was saying what pissed me off too, when people come into your lives and then they know that they're live already. So like if somebody go to your channel to check you out, they'll see that you on live. My thing is you could be in two lives. You don't have
Mhm.
to just be in one live. Don't take traffic from somebody
Mhm.
and then cut.
Right.
Man, listen, I'll speak about that today. I tell people I'm nice, but I'm not. I'm not that nice. Certain things we ain't like that. I could turn into a whole new person, a whole new person. Oh, but Trey, so cray. Miss Rod, you got any last words so we can close out? You guys did a phenomenal job. Once I resubscribe, don't forget if you're not busy on Sundays, tune in to Street Talk Online. Oh, she came back.
I don't know what happened. You two be messing up. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna roll with you to the end. We gotta be there
Thanks,
for each
love.
other. And let me tell you something. Any YouTubers out there, I hate to change the subject, but let me tell you something. It's not easy. People think that content is easy. It's not easy. You got to know how to have a content and keep your people engaged. And people think they can just they want you to subscribe to them and come to their live and do all this, but they don't want to have your back. You know what I'm saying? And we're
Thank you,
all in this, we're
Karen.
all in this struggle together. It's not about no sub to
Thank
sub.
you so
Cause see, at the end of the day, sub to sub, that ain't gonna work. Sub to sub ain't gonna work.
much. Mm-hmm.
Look, I done
Mm-hmm.
took the whole topic somewhere else. Let's get back on the black man.
Well, honey, we're gonna
Look,
be doing more. We're gonna be doing more stuff about the black man, honey. Every Sunday we're gonna be doing something, and then we're gonna really be sounding off, honey. And another thing I would like to tell these men, there's gonna be another subject. I just like to throw you a little dot, men, in case these men is listening. Now they say, this is what they say. I don't know if it's true. They say that the system got the man out the house, right? Let me finish. They said the woman wanted the public assistance or whatever, and that got the man out the house. So my question is, if that is true, first of all, you can't kick a man that's working and the head of the household out the house. He's paying the bills. One. Number two, if the woman wanted public assistance and welfare so much and it made the father leave, then how did the next man get in?
are you ready
If,
for me
if,
to? Are you
if,
ready for
if
me to chime in on that? Let me
you
tell
can
you
chime
something.
in,
Let me tell you something. That's bull crap. Let me tell you
thank
something.
you.
Because if a man want to stay, he gonna stay. Ain't no
Hello,
system make no man leave. Let
hello.
me tell you. And forgive me if any black man is watching. This is a general statement, but you're weak. Okay, a
Hello.
man, you're a man. See, back in the slavery day, go back and look at roots. Back in the slavery day, the men was strong. The family was strong, and that Willie Lynch thing, the Lynch whatever letter came out, it started from that. Let me tell you something. A black man, they always want to say a black woman is angry and a black woman is this and that and the other. Yeah, we angry. Yeah, I'm angry. I'm an angry black woman because a black man ain't strong. See, black women are strong. We know how to go get two jobs. We know how to take care of the kids. We do everything. Okay. See, a lot of these men, and please don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I'm keeping it 100. That's how I do it. You weak. a lot of these men are weak. They don't want no strong woman. They want them to pacify them. They want them to. Look, a black woman can stroke your ego. A black woman can be submissive. But let me tell you something. We the type of women that we'll give you so much rope, okay? But when you get to acting crazy, we gonna shut that rope down, okay? We know how to be submissive. We know how to love our man. We know how to be
Hello.
there for our man, okay? But what it is these men want somebody to pacify them. They want to feel strong and everything. They don't know how to handle a black woman because we strong, okay? Because we strong. We know how to make a meal out of nothing. We know how to do it. And they can't handle that. So they go get something else that's weaker than us that makes them feel stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because they weak. Don't get me wrong. I please black men
They
that's
want to put
watching.
on they want to put on dresses now. That's how weak they got.
Yeah.
But my
Because we
thing
too
is,
what it is black women, we too strong for them. We too
yeah.
strong. We
But
too
the
strong.
question is, but the question I always say is, if what they're saying is true, I always got to play devil's advocate. So if what you're saying is true, and the system got the black man out the house, how did the next man get in the house? You got a lot of
Because
women who baby daddy's not there, but the next man is laying up in his spot. So if it was to kick the black man out the house, then there wouldn't be no men in the house, right? So
yeah,
how
but
did the next man end up laying in your bed if the system, if the system took the man out of the house? Why is the next man? Why is the next man is being called dad by your kids? If the system kicked them out, well, what was the secret antidote that the next man got in there
girl,
that
girl,
that
the
your
girl.
own man, your own baby daddy didn't know? You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Make it make sense.
It don't make sense. It's never going to make sense.
Thank
We're
you.
never going to understand it
Thank
because
you.
we as a society, we are image driven, okay? And a lot of times we're vulnerable as women and we want companionship. So we're going to settle for whatever. Okay? So the next man, he outdoors, he ain't got no place to stay. He ain't got his shit together. So he finds somebody that's vulnerable, that's weak in some areas that want companionship, and he got his way in. That's how it happens,
Thank you.
unfortunately.
But he got his way
Unfortunately.
in. He got his way in because the other man left because he couldn't be a man. And like you said, he was weak. And the other man got in your spot. Please stop it. Stop it. But that's going to be another subject. This street talk. Now, I thank you, Trey Trey, for coming in. I thank you, Selena, for coming in. I thank my man, Deacon of Defense, for coming in. I know for a fact that we're gonna blow these YouTube streets up because as I see us women keep it real. We're gonna get some men point of view, but we're gonna say what we want to say unapologetically. It
I hope
is,
so.
it is
It
what
is
it
what it
is.
is. It is what it is. And that's why, and I'm not trying to change the subject, but I think I'm too real for these YouTube streets. Let me
You
tell you
real.
something. I think I'm too real for these YouTube streets because let me tell you something. People, people don't, if you ain't eating, doing mukbangs or having drama, people like me, my channels, I keep it real. I'm not growing because there's no drama. I'm not a mukbanger. I keeps it 100. I talk about life and I talk about
Hmm.
stuff, encouragement, and I'm not growing. And that's sad. It's sad that our world is like that. It's sad. But you know what? I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because let me tell
Yep.
you something. There's some good black men out there, but the only thing I'm tired of as soon as a black man gets some little bit of money and get a little bit of fame, they don't mess with no black woman. They don't mess with us. They don't go to us. Okay, we the one that's been there when he was down. We the one that's been there picking him up. We the one that stroked his ego. We the one that encouraged him. We the one that was there for him. But as soon as he get a little bit of money in his pocket, he don't mess with no black woman. He go to something else. Don't get me started.
Let me tell you, sis. I was watching a you know how you got the recommendation channels, but you know how you could be watching a video and you don't pay attention and the next video comes on. So they had a video about the girl Sin who messed with Joe Buttons, and he broke up with her. So then they were saying something about the girl Sin. And I'm like, well, Joe break up with all his women the same way. And that's all I said. Now, speaking upon the video itself, I didn't know whose channel it was. When I mean a bunch of men came and attacked me, a bunch of men came and attacked me. I was like, little boy, if you don't go in a sand corner somewhere and go and play, I, first of all, why you? I didn't say nothing. Come to find out, it was the guy Jay something. He also go by O'Shea something. But I'm like, anytime, I don't care what, anytime you got a bunch of men protecting the next man, you suspect. I'm sorry. You a kid. I'm talking about the video. He put a video up there. You thought I was talking about O'Shea. I don't know if y'all heard of these women bashers, but I didn't. I'm like, well, hold up. I'm like, little boy, I'm 44. I said, you're a 44-year-old boy. Go in somewhere in the corner and suck your thumb. Talking to I was so mad, and I don't like to get that mad, because now I want to go look for you. I want to. I'm like, where you at? Then I mean, I had like 5, 6 different men. One man told me, don't even know me. They don't even know what you look like. Oh yeah, that's the black woman. Yeah, she's. I bet you. I'm gonna tell you your life story right now. I bet you ain't got a man. You got a house full of cats. Go to the pet store and get your cat some food. And then what? I was like, you like, oh, I said, you know what? I'm not going to entertain him. I said, I don't entertain little kids. Goodbye. But the thing, I'm like, the things that they say, the black women is crazy. And it wasn't even about your God that is spewing against women, period. It wasn't even about him. It was about Joe Buttons.
Man.
Sometimes, when you so hooked on the hate for women, anything a man say is right. You do not see where they wrongs are at all. I was like, how did this get recommended to? Why, how did I like? But I'm like, nah, ain't no Kool-Aid pumping through this blood, homeboy. I don't know who you think
There's a
you
lot of misconception. There's a lot of misconception about the black woman. And unfortunately, basketball wives and all that stuff, they're portraying black women, and people are looking at them as how black women are. All black women are not like that. And they're grouping us, and they're judging us on that. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of black men out there that, and forgive me if anybody's watching that are black. I am sorry. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking in general. A lot of black men are weak. They can't handle a strong black woman. Okay. And we have been raked over the coals. We have been through some stuff. Okay. And it's a lot of colorism. It's a lot of colorism going on. People, we're so image driven. If you're fat, if you're too fat, if you're too big, if you're not light skinned enough, you ain't got no long hair. It's a lot of colorism going on. And one thing about the black man, as soon as they get a little bit of money in their pocket, they think they reach the top when they get to another female that's not black. They think they didn't reach the top. Okay. And so I'm just really, it's a lot, it's weak. Okay. Now the system want to say the black man want to put on the dress, because they're trying to break him down even more. They're trying to break him down even more. Okay. So it's all about shit. I don't know.
Miss Vaughn said, don't get her started. She be banned for life.
Man, preaching the truth because it's so true.
You
That's
know,
exactly what they're doing. They're
black
trying to
women,
break the black man down.
black women, we know how to be submissive. We can be submissive just like the other cultures. We can be submissive, but one thing about black women, we're gonna be submissive only so far. We gonna hold on. Wait, one minute. Okay, we gonna stop it right then when they get to acting a goddamn fool. We gonna stop it. We can be submissive. We'll give you look at Michelle Obama. Okay, behind every strong black man, that's a black woman right behind him. Okay, so that's all I got to say.
Well, honey, like I said, this is the first night we kicked this night off with a ball. We kicked it off. Don't forget, Sunday night, between 7 Eastern Time, 8 Eastern Time, we'll be doing talk
Well,
on.
I'm in California, so I got my bell on, so I know I'm in California. Like right now, it's 7:42 here. So where are you at?
Okay, it's 10:42 where I'm at. What time is it at? Where you at, Selena? I can't hear you, love.
I'm in California too, so it's 7:42 over here.
Okay,
Where
so
you at? Oh, Selena, where you at? What California? Where?
I'm right now. I'm in Camarillo. I'll be in Camarillo and Los Angeles, over in like Culver City, Crenshaw.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to subscribe to your channel. I'm gonna look you up.
yes,
What's your name?
definitely.
Yeah,
We need to subscribe. Look, we need to subscribe to each other's channel.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, we do.
but
look, man, still
I'm
a
gonna
love
look
train.
you. I'm gonna look on the comments and see her name, and I'm gonna hit you up and watch your video, and I'm gonna do it the right way, and you hit me back, watch a video, and do it the right way. But yeah, I'm in California. I'm gonna make sure my bell is on, and I'm gonna be here for you on Sunday, for sure.
Oh, thank
All
you.
right, but
Yeah,
the
sugar, we're gonna be here for you.
next week topic is going to be about submission. What is submission? When do you
Hey,
submit? How do you submit? And do these men deserve submission? But it will be about submission.
Oh shit! I didn't gave you a topic.
No, I said that already, sis. I already
But
said what the
look,
next topic was going to
no, that's
be.
a good topic because what is submission? How far do you go with submission? That's a good topic, and I'm gonna be right here for it.
Yeah, but we already had the topics. I already had the topics lined up, my love. But I need you here.
Oh,
So we need,
baby.
and then I'm gonna pull out the dictionary, and I'm gonna read the dictionary version of it, and then we're gonna hear the biblical version of it, and then we're gonna sound off on the bullcrap part of it.
yep,
And
that
then
sounds good.
is it still a need for submission?
Yes,
Because
it is.
honey,
I
we're
can't
not
wait for
home.
next Sunday.
We're not. But we're
No,
not home no
it's a
more.
need for it. I can't wait for next Sunday because it's a need for it. Because men need that. Men nowadays they need to feel that they are ahead of the household. They need to feel that they're important. We got to stroke their ego.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
So
honey,
yes, there's a need for it. However, we're not gonna let that need overtake us and let them abuse us. Sometimes, see, a real man, men, weak men, weak men don't know
hey,
how to
girl
take
vibes,
submission.
baby.
They don't. The weak men don't know how to take submission. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they take it to a whole nother level. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hello, Miss Foot. Hello, Miss Chat. Well, I don't know who Miss Chat was, but I was saying making up names now. But hey, baby girl vibes. Next week topic, Sunday topic on Street Talk Live is submission.
Okay.
Whoever want to sound off could sound off. Come on in. But I just want to let you girls know we are strong-minded people. We're gonna be getting some
Mm-hmm.
haters. We're
Okay,
gonna get some haters.
I need her to make a comment. I don't even know her name right now. I can't remember it. I need her to make a comment
Me
so I
too.
can go on her page and so we can become friends.
Okay,
Yes, please
Tracy,
make
I'll
a
comment
comment
down for
because we're
you.
not friends neither.
Okay, I'll comment down for you, Tracy.
All right, put it in the chat, guys. Say something. Huh?
Okay, perfect. I'll
Go
put it
get
in
in
the.
the chat.
I'm gonna put
Type
it in the
in
chat
the
right
chat,
now.
sis. Yeah, put it in the chat.
Hi, baby. Okay, I'll put it in the chat right now. Just because I'm on
And
my
I'm gonna
phone,
hit you up.
But
putting it
Tracy
in right
so
now.
crazy. Trey so cray is already, her name is already in the chat.
Okay.
Tracy, she's so crazy. You right. I'm crazy.
Ah, that type of crazy I like, baby. Tracy, she's so crazy. She already had typed something in the chat. So if you
Okay.
want to type something in there or stroll your way up, and then you can get her. But I still need for you to type, just say anything in the chat so I can find you myself.
Okay, perfect. I will.
All right, guys. Thank you
I
so much for this
Okay, I'll
first
see you next
episode.
time.
All right,
okay.
thank you
I'm
guys for making this first episode of Street Talk Online the bomb. We're gonna get hated soon. Them ladies don't be talking about us, they're gonna be coming after us.
It's
So
okay.
get ready. I'm gonna be like Trey. I'm gonna be like, Thank you guys, and you guys all have a good night. Stay
Okay, you
tuned
too.
next Sunday. Peace. See you later, cutie patootie baby. Peace. Now, how do you end this? Oh, end broadcast.